there, guys. Welcome back to another episode of E&Ftv. Today is a very, very special one as we're back with the Edwards and Finn Hot Wings Challenge, and I have a very, very special guest today. My good friend Neetu Mistry. Neetu, how you doing?
Scared.
So,
I've
so
never
I've
been
done
so
this.
quiet in my life, so
Well, I've done this, I think it's 12 times now, and it doesn't get any easier. Um, so what I'll do is we'll go through the ground stuff first, or the housekeeping stuff. Do you have your water?
I have one, two bottles,
Okay,
just in
good.
case.
Do you have your milk or varied dairy product? I've got
This
two.
is
I've
not
got kefir and I've got
advertising,
milk.
but yeah, I'm not brand, and I have an additional just in
Love it.
case.
Love it. Good, good, good. And do you have some sort of paper towel, tissues, anything like that that you can be able to wipe your eyes just in case?
For my
Good. All right,
tears.
fine. Then I've done all my stuff my side to make sure that you're as safe as possible throughout this process. Okay, so guys, if you've never seen one of these before, this was born out of actually the COVID, the pandemic. We wanted to bring a bit of comic relief to the industry, and we thought, why not take some inspiration from the very popular Hot Ones series on YouTube, and we thought we'd do the Edwards and Finn version. So with amazing industry leaders, we get to hear a little bit about them, and we go through the sources, and they get hotter every single time. So we've got 7 wings, 7 sources, and at the very end, Neetu will be nominating who will be doing it next. So you're going to want to tune in all the way to the end. Not only just for the reactions of these three hellish sources, but also the nomination at the end. So, should we get going, Neetu?
Yeah,
should we
yeah.
start this journey?
I can't be any more prepared.
All right, here we go. Okay, so first off, we've got the West Indian hot sauce. This one is actually one that I quite enjoy. So we're going to start off nice and mild. What I'd say is just make one precaution, right? When you are pouring them, just be really careful because once they start flowing, they can go everywhere, and you don't want
I
too
sent
much.
I sent you a picture of what I've got in preparation, and you
Oh
just
yeah, good
laughed.
point. Yeah, yeah.
So
So for anyone on here that can't see Neetu's stuff, I've just got a board with all of mine, and they're all just going to get messed up all together. Neetu's got these little plastic pots that are all.
And I got chips because I didn't want to eat the hot wings on screen.
There you go. Right, first thing we do then, we eat the wing or we eat the chip that you've got, um, and then I ask the question. So here goes, and there you go, guys. You can see how much is on there before all of you start saying I'm a complete wuss.
Just a bit more.
Right, here we go. Let's go. Mm. It's got some spice, but I think it's delicious. Right, you two, first things first. Give us a snapshot of your career to date and your proudest moment.
Okay. So I think for me, it's been quite an adventurous journey with my career in the hospitality industry and
Yeah.
actually taking an even bigger turn now with kind of where I want to go and what I want to do in the future.
Mm.
Um, it's been very rapid, very quick, and part of some companies that have grown really quickly and helped me to kind of grow and develop and, really establish myself both from role perspective in each of the companies, but also in the industry as well. And I would have to say that my proudest moment, although it's not one singular moment,
Yeah.
um, is the fact that over kind of my course of my career, I've really been able to kind of establish and build kind of a real leadership ethos and mindset where I've been able to kind of really support other people grow and develop
Yeah.
in their roles and kind of in their progression with the industry. And I think that's been really kind of fruitful when
Mm.
I look back on what I've done to say through all the successes that I've had as well, I've been able to kind of see that development and growth in other people as well. So I would say the leadership piece is my proudest moment.
That's awesome.
I need
And
some water
I've
already.
I've said this to you previously, and obviously you and I have known each other for coming up 10 years now. The movements that you've made within the industry, but also the impact that you've had within the businesses that you've been involved with, have been transformative. From the moment you've stepped in the door to obviously when you leave, you've left a lasting sort of presence there, I suppose, an impact, and that's got to be. I've always noticed that, and I think that's also it's also reflected through your teams because again, as you know, I'm very close with lots of members of your team or teams or previous teams, and every single one of them has always sort of said very good things about you and your leadership and your, I suppose, thought process when it comes to your people, your team. And I think there's not, I don't know, there's not that many people out there that treat it with as much focus and respect, I suppose, as you do. And
Oh,
that's awesome.
thank you. I appreciate that.
No, no, and
Thank
it's
you.
true. I know there's a lot of people out there who are watching this and they'll be nodding their heads. Um, right. Okay. So the next
Okay, next
one,
one.
a bit of a classic one here. We don't have this on the channel all that much, but we've got Frank's Red Hot, the original. All right. So this one comes out more like a
Very
vinegar at a chip
watery.
shop.
Yeah.
Okay. So
Oh. I had to
here we
like
go.
go into the chip packet and get like the biggest, longest chips out so that I could do this. Like all
Right.
the little
Again,
ones there.
guys, you can see plenty of sauce on there. It's actually starting to drip off.
That mine's not as good, but let me put a bit more. Oh, she
Right.
says,
Here we go. Are we ready? Go for it.
oh my God. That's very vinegary.
Mm. Yeah. That's actually my son's favorite hot sauce. So that one I don't actually think was as spicy as the West
No,
Indian
I
one.
was just gonna say, I think that was the milder one.
Wow. The next time I'm switching
You
those
have
two
to switch
around.
this around.
There you go. This one feels a bit lighter now then. So this question, Neetu, if you didn't pursue a career in hospitality, what would you love to do?
Oh, so I've got two things for this question because I thought about this and I was like,
Yeah.
one of my pub questions that I ask people when I'm trying to have a light-hearted conversation is
Yeah.
if you could have a talent
Yeah.
and you didn't need to be famous or rich or any of those other things, but just an inherent talent that was in you, what
Yeah.
would it be? And my answer to that question is always like, I'd love to sing and just be able to like have a really good
Okay.
voice.
Yeah,
I
yeah.
always do karaoke, but I am tone deaf and it's horrible. But that would be a talent that I would have. But I think going back to kind of a career-based
Yeah.
option, um, I'd love to do something that is really like in the holistic space. So
Yes.
I'm
Yes.
talking about things like I want to wear yoga pants,
Yeah.
uh, kind of beads, own a
Yeah.
shop that's super
Yeah.
cute, selling stuff that people don't need or
Yeah.
want, but it's just really
Trinkets and
cute.
knickknacks.
Trinkets and knickknacks, and just kind of like have loads of incense sticks. There's a shop like this down the road from us, which I'm always in and buying stuff that I don't need, selling crystals, selling just like this kind of really Zen lifestyle,
Yeah.
and having lots of opportunity for people to kind of just come in and sort of just absorb the atmosphere.
I love that.
Um, but yeah, that would be kind of a fun thing to do if there were no pressures of anything else going on in life.
My partner Danny would I think she'd be exactly the same, to be totally honest with you. Whether it be, running ceremonies with women or having a shop, like a physical shop. Because I
Mm.
think she was sort of saying about having a cafe and, having people just be able to come in and read and be amongst all
Yeah.
this. I get it. I get it. And it would almost become a lifestyle thing as well, I guess, wouldn't
Yeah, and if we didn't have the intent of actually like paying the rent on the shop or making
it?
any money, this would be even brilliant because then you could just have people coming and just chilling out there.
So what's crazy actually is this couldn't be further from what you do now.
I know. I
Focusing
know.
on profit and everything else. Like you couldn't be further away from that.
Even
Oh
my
wow.
family would listen to this and be like, that's not you.
Well, there you go, guys. You heard it here first. If Neetu could, she'd flip it all round completely. Um, okay, we're moving on. Habanero. So habanero, it's not the worst thing in the world. It's definitely not a jalapeno, that's for sure. But
Bit thicker,
here
this
we
sauce
go.
as well.
This one's coming out a bit thicker. Oh, yikes. I don't know if I should have put that much on, but hey ho, we're people want to see me cry and runny noses and all the rest of it. Look
I
at
feel like
yours
I've not
compared to
done as
mine.
much on my chips, but I've
Look
got really long chips. This is too much.
at
I'm like a scaredy cat when it comes to stuff like this, right?
Right, here we go. Here we go. Here we go.
I'm gonna re-dip because I feel like that was fine. A bigger dip.
Oh, that one creeps.
Is it an after effect?
Yeah, that one creeps. Oh, whew. Okay.
That one I feel like is not as bad as the first one.
Oh yeah, I'm getting that.
It's gonna come to me in like the middle of the next question.
Oh, that's hot.
You had
Okay,
a
you
lot as
can
well.
you can tell because my face goes completely red. Right. Oh, jeez. Okay, here we go. Here we go. What brought you to the world of spiritual practices, and what have
Mm.
you learned from it? So this actually sort of leads on from what you were just saying. But obviously you and I in previous conversations have spoken about this. And I thought it's actually a really interesting part of who you are as a person rather than just talking about career stuff. So yeah,
Mm.
tell us a bit about
So I think like as I've grown up and got older, and this happens to most of us, but still in my ripe old age of 25, I feel like I've really kind of, we'll edit that face making out. But
that.
I feel like I've really kind of gone, what's important to me as a human being, as an individual?
Yeah.
And
Yeah.
so things like when I talk about people and my team, I'm talking about it because I'm like, okay, how would I like and what have I experienced as I've risen through the ranks and grown in the
Yes.
industry? I also then think about like, I've got a 9-year-old son. How do
Mm.
I want to bring him up? How do I want to see him see the world? What do I want
Yeah.
to see differently there? I think being a person of a heritage, and I'm South Asian,
Yes.
Indian background, the experience of that and how that's kind of like had its influences on me, and
Hmm.
how I see kind of that being more in the forefront for kind of lots of different ethnic backgrounds moving forward. Being a female leader in the industry is also a
Yep.
huge thing. And so there's so many of these components or hats that people say that I can feel it now.
I told you, didn't I? It's gonna creep.
Broke my flow. But yeah, you have so many human influences as any given individual, and they have a different array of kind of impacts on you.
Yeah.
And I think you choose in life to move and change those impacts in a way that kind of influence other people, influence yourself, make it
Yeah.
easy, make it hard. And I think everyone just tries to do what's important and right for them. And in that journey, you sort of try to do everything. Well, I do anyway. I remember talking to you a long time ago, and I say this to a lot of people that know me. I was one of those people that was like up at 5 a.m., going to the gym, coming
Yeah.
back, getting my son ready, getting a flight, getting a train,
Yeah.
going to work, doing board meetings, coming back, cooking dinner, everything, and trying to be everything for everyone.
Yes.
And then in the meantime, kind of suffering myself, but not knowing that I'm suffering until it kind of becomes this big thing. And
Yeah.
not necessarily burnout, but just kind of how you look after yourself and self-care. Um, and so kind of just I love a spa, I love a massage.
Okay.
And so kind of you start at that point where you're like, oh, I need a massage. I'm just going to go and get a massage for myself.
Yeah.
And then you sort of start, I'm quite an inquisitive person, so I research a lot, I listen to lots of stuff. And so all of this kind of, I guess, alternate healing,
Hmm.
spirituality.
Yeah.
I'm a religious person as well. I pray every day, which again, people might not know, but I
All
do.
right.
And so it's sort of like I always rewind back to kind of what's important to me, what's got me here.
Yeah.
I don't want to necessarily say gratitude, but it's not to say I'm not grateful,
Hmm.
because I feel like that's misunderstood as a term, but
Sure.
it's more
Yeah.
around purpose and
Yeah.
sort of like, what are you here for? Are you here for your friends, your partners, your children,
Hmm.
your employees, your team? It's just everything of those things that kind of gets me to think about spirituality in a more kind of rounded way, I guess.
Yeah. Yeah. It was it was it hard for you to be able to almost click off? Because I can imagine somebody like yourself that is so fast paced and, is on and off planes, on and off trains, here, there, and everywhere, and in very high level meetings all the time, and everybody needs answers all the time and whatever. How was it that first time, I suppose, in some sort of spiritual way, whether that be the holistic side of things, whatever, how was it for you to be able to click off? Did it come naturally, or was it something that was difficult?
No, I mean, like I've had 2 weeks off work and I've not been working. And every single day, my diary's been packed of either going for a lunch, going for a catch up, going,
Yeah, yeah.
like I
Doing
told you,
this.
doing this. I started Pilates, I started this, like I'm going to decorate my son's room the whole of next week for his birthday. Like I can't switch off. So I find things to do. But I think when it comes to kind of mindfulness, I guess,
Yeah.
sometimes I have to really consciously be like, I'm just sitting down. And even when I'm sitting down, let's say just to watch a show,
Mm,
I won't just be watching a show on Netflix or whatever it
sure.
is. I'll be thinking about like, oh, later I need to do this, or I need to, or tomorrow, and then I'll go on my phone and I'll make notes or I'll write
Yeah.
something down. So it's really hard for me to switch off. And I think it can be a really positive thing because it makes you really
Mm.
efficient. Also drives my husband crazy. But it's also quite like, as long as you are self-aware and know kind of how and when to manage this, it can be
Mm.
quite a good thing as long as you don't let it overtake the times where you actually just
Yeah.
do need to kind of reflect. And I think one big lesson for me in this space has been, as I've been teaching my son over the last couple of years, when he gets annoyed or angry or he's thrown a toy or whatever when he was a lot younger, um, the breathing thing that they teach at schools, I
Yeah.
find myself doing this myself.
Right.
Um, and it really helps me kind of go, okay, I'm breathing in through the nose. And
Yeah.
so this
Out through the
breathing
mouth.
technique
Yeah.
really helps kind of get your brain a bit clear.
Yeah.
So yeah, I have to thank the school for this.
I practice so because of, again, my partner Danny, I practice sort of breathing exercises quite regularly. Um and especially in times of like, and I never used to, but especially in times of where I've felt like I've needed it now, in through the nose, hold for 4 seconds, out through the mouth.
Mm,
And I've always found that it's given a sense of, in a chaotic situation, you can control something, and you can
mm,
just focus on that. And that's always helped me. I don't, I'm sort of, I'm teetering, I suppose, on the edge of the sort of spirituality side of things, because again, my partner's heavily into it, and
mm,
there's lots of things that I find, I'm very curious. So I'm someone that likes to know how things are and what they do, and all this sort of stuff. So every morning she does my cards. Um,
oh,
so and I don't, she'll say, what does this mean to you? And I'm just like, I have no idea. But then she'll sort of take me through what she sees and whatever. Really interesting. I, like many people probably, had no idea about this side of you as an individual and a person. And it's
mm,
really, really cool. Really cool.
yeah. I think you have to believe in it and want to be
Yes.
open to these things.
Yes.
And I'm generally a cynical person, as most people will tell you about most things, because I need to like have people show me that I can trust them.
Sure.
Um, but I think I'm very open to learning new things,
Yeah.
discovering new things. And yes,
Yeah.
I can be dismissive if it doesn't work or whatever, but you have to really want to be aware rather than just do it because someone said that you need
Yeah.
to do it or it's the right thing to do, etc.
Yeah. No. No. Absolutely. Absolutely. Um. Right. I've never had this one on the channel. So red Savina. If anyone's heard of red Savina before, it must be a type of chili pepper. But I've never had it on the channel before, so careful.
Thank
And it
you.
looks like it comes out quicker than the last
This
one.
one I haven't actually even opened. Um, it's not helpful that the package that you sent me had Psycho hot sauce juice written all over it. I was like, okay, this will be fun.
Yeah, it's and you know what? You get to keep them. So
Thank you. Oh yeah, this has
um
come out very
right,
quickly.
here we
Right,
go.
thank
So
you.
again, for anyone watching, just to make sure that you can see that there's absolutely plenty. There was dripping off
Okay, I've
again.
gone more on this one.
Go on, Neetu.
Come
That's what people
on,
want to see. Right, here we go.
start
Down the
making me waffle
hatch.
in a minute. Oh my God.
Oh. Oh, God.
It's like having a shot of vinegar that then kills your throat.
Oh. Okay, so now we know. Right, this the last. Oh, Christ. Okay.
What chili was that? Sabina.
Sav- Red Red Savina. Right. If you had one superpower, what would it be and why? So we know talent would be singing, but what would the superpower be?
Well,
I'm
I'm
going to Kafia. Oh my God.
so I always tease my family about this because I feel family often give you forgiveness over other people easily.
Right.
Um, but in my head, I'm like, I'm good at everything, guys. What are you on about? You know, I'm like favorite daughter, favorite child, all this kind of stuff.
Yeah.
I'm brilliant at everything, but obviously I'm kind of being a bit too energetic with them. I think if I could choose like a achievable superpower,
Yeah.
um, I think I'd love to be able to read minds just because I'm quite like inquisitive
Oh.
about like what's going
Yeah.
on.
Yeah.
But then I thought if it's like a Marvel comic book superpower,
Yeah.
I'd like to be invisible.
Okay. All right. Like
Because I always have that thing of like,
the
when you're at
Fantastic
school and
Four.
you're like, I'll be invisible and I'll rob a bank.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
And that's kind of
We've all
like
thought of that. We've all thought of
that's as big as the goal goes with my
that. I want to be
invisibility.
invisible so I can rob banks and other
Hmm,
things.
fine.
All right. That's a good one. To be fair, um, going invisible, I mean, mine, I've always said this, like flying would be cool, but I think teleporting would be bloody amazing. Can you
Oh
imagine just
yeah.
being like, I want to go sit on a beach in Thailand and then just be like, bang,
Yeah.
gone. That'd be pretty epic.
And even better if you're the only one that can do it, so then other people can't come with you.
Yeah, I suppose.
Like, I've had enough. Click out.
Yeah, bye. I'm just nipping to the shops or something and then bang.
On a
Right.
beach.
Okay, next one.
Mm, okay.
Okay, I
Scorpion
hate,
pepper.
yeah, I hate this one. So, my experience with scorpion pepper in the past on these episodes
Right.
has been like the feeling of needles on your tongue.
Okay. I'm opening an Actimel in advance because I
Yeah,
don't want
I
to
would.
struggle with this
I would.
later. Maybe I
Right, I'm
want
gonna
to sit
just give this one
down.
a bit of a shake. Okay,
I am a Scorpio, so I feel like I'm committed to this one.
right, give it some then. Go on. Oh, right, careful because it comes out quick.
Yeah, I pulled this one. Okay.
Right,
Look at that. Going full on. I'm gonna regret it.
right, guys, there you
This one's
go.
got like more bits in it as well.
Just compare Neetu's to mine. Right? Anyone
Oh,
saying that I don't do enough and it's not that spicy or
I did
whatever.
warn you.
Ugh.
I did say I was going to do chips. You were welcome to join me.
Oh, that's very true. That is very true. Right, here we go. Bottoms up. Let's go.
Oh my God. Oh my God.
Oh, oh, oh.
I
Okay.
also tried not to put it on my tongue and just like eat it, but I don't know if that was helpful.
Oh, okay. Oh, God. So the thing with
I'm
this one,
I'm
right?
also standing at my desk because I knew that if I was going to be sitting down, I'd end up like getting off my chair or something. But
Doing,
yeah.
you'll start doing laps soon. Oh, okay. Oh God. Okay. If you had to pick one key area of personal growth or development that you've gone through over the years, what would it be and why? Because I can imagine there's probably so much that you could probably choose.
Mm. Mainly because I'm genuinely quite an impatient person.
Hmm.
So I think one of the big things that I've developed in, that's the question, right? Like what's been my development?
I don't know anymore.
Oh, you don't know,
Yeah.
okay. An
Yes, yeah, it
area of
is.
personal development. Mm. I'm genuinely quite an impatient person. And
Hmm.
so in my young days, I used to be very much kind of the mindset, caveat that I'm not anymore, just in case anyone gets offended.
Yeah.
But if I could do something in my head, I was like, all right, guys, this isn't difficult.
Mm,
Crack on.
yeah.
But really having zero empathy for the other person on the other side
Right.
if they couldn't do it. And so in my head, I wouldn't say it out loud. So apologies for anyone that was ever on the receiving end of this. I would be like, here we go. Da, 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 da. That's how you do this. And then I could see in people's faces, like, no idea
Yeah.
what I was talking about, how they were going to do it. But in my head, I was like, it's so easy. So it
Yeah.
should be easy for everyone, right? I think that very quickly kind of vanished because I realized that just because it was easy for me didn't mean it was easy for other people. But I think the change came about when other people would ask me to do something that seemingly for them was quite easy,
Yeah.
but not for myself. This is really like building on me.
I don't know if you can
Feel
tell,
like
but
having a really deep conversation while my mouth is on fire.
yeah, yeah, that's the beauty of this. You're trying to
Oh,
get through what you got to say. So you do you think then the realization came from when the situation happened to you, or was it a case of just you not in like a condescending way because we're all developing and maturing, but
mm.
do you think you just got to that point of maturity and leadership where you sort of recognize that in yourself, sort of thing?
I think for me, it was more that I would see other people who are really good at training,
Hmm.
developing, and showing people how to do things. And I would
Yeah,
sit there and I'd watch people showing someone how to do something or use a system. And I would be like, oh my God, you've got so much patience to like do this because
yeah,
I'm that classic example of like someone gives me a new iPhone or whatever.
yeah.
And I'm not reading the instructions and whatever. I'm plugging it in and I'm pressing buttons to figure out what happens
Skip,
and I
skip,
figure it
skip,
out.
skip, skip, skip.
Yeah, I accept all terms and conditions, like
Yeah,
this kind of thing, just so that I
yeah,
can use the phone. Um, and so you sort of like see that and you appreciate it and you go, okay, this is something that I can do and I can benefit from and I can learn from myself. And I think
yeah,
having that humility to be able to accept that and ask those people to kind of go, how do you do this? And how do you make sure that people have understood? And how do you check back on yourself and make sure that you're doing that? Another big thing is like you have a child and then you realize that like these guys don't listen to anything that you say. And so you have to go through the like patient step process of like teaching this. And I think, as you said, over time, learning and seeing from other people, but also just maturing and having
yeah,
that kind of empathy towards other people makes it so much easier to kind of have that
yeah,
level
for
of
sure.
understanding. But yeah, sometimes I still to this day think that's not difficult, guys. I mean, I'm talking mainly about my husband and my son, but Also
Yeah.
in the workplace.
Well, from our previous conversations as well, your son does a very good job of humbling you.
Yes, 100%.
You know, you'll come in from a busy day and it's all crazy and you've had to make all these
Yeah,
crazy decisions, and then he just puts you straight in your place.
yeah.
So
And anyone that's been on the phone with me while he's in the background
yeah,
have seen this.
honestly. So yeah, no, fantastic. All right, great. So second to last,
Okay, let's go
Ghost
for this
Pepper.
one. I
Everybody
still
know.
think the first one was the worst, you know?
Really?
Yeah.
You're insane. Wow. I get
This
maybe
score.
maybe it's
Mm,
got something in the sauce. I don't know, but
the
that yeah,
scorpion one was bad. I could feel it on my tongue, but I feel like the first one was maybe it was just the intro into the sauces, and now like my
may
tongue's become
yeah, maybe. I
numb.
think I've put way too much on mine.
What
I think I
sugar
need to
this one? Yeah,
scrape it a
pulls
little
out a
bit.
lot. Looks
Oh
like
no.
ketchup.
Yeah, so I was
Oh,
good. Yeah,
ghost
guys,
pepper. Seen
that's
this on the
just
TV.
that's just dripping off.
This is it's your own fault.
Yeah.
You've gone too
I,
much. Okay, I'm gonna
I
go a
go.
bit more this time just to make
Yes.
it
All right.
double dip.
So wing first, then I'll come in with the question, and let's just hope that we survive the last two. Here we go, guys. Okay.
Oh God. Oh God. Oh God.
Oh, Jesus Christ. Oh. Okay. All right.
This
I bet you're wondering why you decided to accept this now, hey?
this is like
Ugh.
for anyone that was brought up in an Asian household and was punished with chili powder on their tongue. That's that one
Was that a thing?
in my household.
What? Okay, this isn't the question, but what would you have had to have done to get a punishment like that?
Anything. I have strict parents.
Anything.
Oh,
All right. Okay. Oh God. Here we go. Oh, what?
I don't think
What
I
is it?
can
I can't get my
talk.
words out. Ugh. My mouth keeps filling up with saliva. Right. Okay. What is your go-to comfort meal and why?
Okay, everybody will
Flipping
judge
heck.
me for this, but oh shit, my desk is going down. I'm sorry.
Neetu needs a minute here, guys. Neetu.
Mm,
Oh, oh God. That gives you a taste of what's next. 'Cause, oh my God. It just keeps going, doesn't it? It just keeps
it's on
going.
my tongue.
Oh, my lips are on fire. My eyes are watering. Nose is running. Oh, oh.
Okay,
Go on then. So apparently
McDonald's
we're probably going
McChicken
to judge you.
sandwich meal.
Sorry? What?
McDonald's McChicken sandwich meal.
Really?
I love this.
A McDonald's McChicken sandwich meal. Where's that come from?
I know we've been to some nice places for dinner, but
Yeah.
that is my go-to.
Okay. I'm going to keep that in mind. Next time we have a meeting, it's going to be at a central London McDonald's.
I'm so passionate about this meal,
Okay, go.
but
Okay.
I haven't got the capacity to talk about it.
You're clinging onto your water bottle like a life jacket.
Oh,
Okay. So the chicken sandwich meal, right? So what? Large, and what drink do you get?
No, I don't go large, normal size.
Oh,
Um,
how conservative. Okay. Oh God. Your response to me. No, no. I go large. Normal. Oh God.
strawberry milkshake.
All right, okay. Strawberry milkshake.
And then for everybody who's been to a McDonald's with me,
Flipping
will
heck.
know that I make my own sauce.
Oh God. What,
I
what
need to blow my
what's the
nose.
we have to know what this sauce is now. Oh
It's really specific.
God. This is getting better. Go, tell us about this secret specific McDonald's sauce that you create.
So the base layer is sweet and sour.
Yeah,
Open the sweet and sour packet.
yeah.
Get a barbecue sauce.
Okay, sweet and sour barbecue. Yeah.
Put half the barbecue sauce in the sweet and sour.
Okay.
Get like a hard chip and mix it.
Yeah.
And then get a quarter of the ketchup
Yeah.
from the ketchup packet and put it in and mix it with a chip.
Okay. Okay, go on. Yeah.
This and that is the sauce.
And does that go on the burger or is that for the chips?
It's for the chips and the leftover goes on the burger.
Oh, are you a chips first person?
No, yes, yeah.
Hmm, weirdo. I'm a burger first person, and
But then the
that's
chips go cold.
yeah. I get what you're saying. I
I'm a
get what you're saying.
logical person.
I was going to say we both know in this conversation you're basically saying I'm right.
I stopped using those words a long time ago.
So, guys, we're learning all types of things about Neetu today, and now her secret passion for sandwich meals at McDonald's with a strawberry
Yeah.
milkshake and special sauce.
Mm.
Are you a donut, apple pie type person or anything like
Nothing
that?
else, just
No,
that.
I'm not either, to be
Every
fair.
time the same thing. Never try anything else.
Okay, here we go. The last one, guys. Don't know if you can see that. There we go. Carolina Reaper. So this sauce. We've had this now on the channel since it'll be start of 2023, I think. So I've got about 10 bottles of this ready. Um, and every single time people do, and be careful when you pour this because it will come out quick. But it'll come out like a syrup. Um, every single time this has just decked everybody. So here we go. And I just did exactly what I said don't do.
I also
Oh
did that stupid
God.
thing of like, as it got hotter, I put more on my chips
Yes.
rather than starting with a lot and then.
Yeah. Okay, so again, for anyone that, wants to see how much gets
I'm
put on
scared
these
of this
things,
one.
right? So put a bit extra on this one. It's the last one. Last chip, last wing, last
Nearly out of
question.
water.
You can do
Hold
better than
on.
that.
This chip is. Hold on, let me get another chip because that one's all dead.
Yeah, that's it. Right, here we go.
I'll put it on
Need
both
to.
sides.
Last question,
Oh
last
God.
wing, last sauce. Why did I just double dip it? I just dipped it again. Why did... Idiot. Sorry. That was me in my head there.
Got excited.
Right, here we go.
I'm scared on this one. I haven't eaten it.
The thing with that, oh, the thing with that one, right? It just hits you. there's no run up. It's just bang. Oh God. Okay. Okay. Here we go. Here we go.
Gotta be sick.
Yeah.
Oh,
Right. Neetu. Last question. Last question. Here we go. What's the best advice you've ever been given, and who gave it to you?
hmm. I think
Ah, nope. Nope.
don't think like my advice has come from like one specific person,
Yeah.
but I really listen to people when this is too much. I'm glad I'm standing up.
Yeah. Weirdly enough, I'm glad I'm sat down. Oh, can you? I think my ears are watering. Oh, oh God.
Oh, run out of water. Okay.
You can do this.
About believing in yourself
Yeah.
and trusting your gut. And I do a
Okay.
lot of things, not right now, where I trust my gut. And I think it served me well because you just know and your body knows when there's something right or not right. And the irony of this while I'm doing this is just ridiculous. But yeah, trust your gut.
Trust your gut. Trust your gut. And that didn't come from anyone in particular. That's just something you've learned.
Mm.
Okay. Fair play. I'd have to agree. Great
I think you're
advice
going to be
there.
sick, Tom.
Not yet, you're not.
If
Right.
I run out.
The last question, need to. There's no wing, there's no sauce. Who are you going to nominate to be the next person to complete the Edwards and Finn Hot Wing Challenge? And drum roll. Da, 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 da. And anyone that's watched up to this point and you know need to, could it be you?
Mm.
Go on,
I
need
wanted
to.
to pick someone that would be good value and would be up for something like this. So
Okay,
I'm
all right.
choosing you from LGH Hotels
Yoop.
because I think he'd love it.
Yoop. Yoop, yoop, yoop. And he would love it. He would absolutely love it. Yoop, I will be in touch, sir. Neetu has nominated you to do the Edwards and Finn Hot Wings Challenge. We hope that you accept, and I will be in touch. Neetu,
I need to
well
go.
done. Well done. Well done for getting through it. And as I say, you get to keep all the sauces. So, how have you found it? How did you find the journey?
Good. I need to go. I'm gonna vomit.
Right, guys. On that bombshell, thank you so much for tuning into this week's episode of E&Ftv, and thank you for following us again on the Edwards and Finn Hot Wings Challenge. We bring content every single week, every Thursday, 8:30 in the morning, with amazing guests, just like Neetu. But to do that, to grow this community, we need more people to subscribe. So don't forget, click the subscribe button, like the video, and let us know what you thought of this week's episode. Thank you so much for tuning in, and a huge thanks to Neetu, and we'll see you in the next one.